SDG 13 or Sustainable Goal 13, number 13, is to take urgent action to combat climate change and its impact. Okay, so I will tell you about what is the cause of pollution of our river. Okay, uncontrollable deforestation near the river and the dumping of garbage into the river has affected many river ecosystems and has changed the color of river to a strange color. So I have one good news about how we want to reduce this effect. Okay, so the good news is we use water treatment using engineered carbon nanotubes. Okay, carbon nanotubes nowadays are widely used for cleaning water. So carbon nanotubes have emerged as a lubricative, effective and eco-friendly alternative in relation to that of existing water treatment facilities for the removal of various water pollutants. So it facilitates denitrification and reduce the concentration of nitrogen compounds in the effluent. That's all from me. Thank you.
The next one, SDG 13, which is climate action. Before going on any further, let us see a little overview about this SDG and why it is very important for us to spread awareness regarding to this issue. As you can see here, this is the poster from UNICEF website itself about SDG 13. It is stated here that the rate of sea level rise has doubled in the last decade, which is for me very concerning. The increase in the rate of sea level rise contributed by many factors, and one of them is the greenhouse gases effects. How? These greenhouse gases will trap heat in Earth's atmosphere, leading to global warming. This warming then contributes to the rise in sea levels. So, what are the initiatives to fix this problem? So, at the international level, Malaysia has joined the Global Methane Pledge, which was launched at COP26. The pledge aims to reduce global methane emissions by 2030 by at least 30% relative to 2020 levels. On the same note, Malaysia aims to reduce 50% in methane emission from Malaysia's natural gas value chain by 2030. Malaysia increased its mitigation ambition with an unconditional target to cut carbon intensity against GDP by 45% by 2030 compared to 2005 levels. In first NDC, the unconditional emissions reduction target was 35%, with an additional 10% being conditional on external support. Moreover, the revised NDC covers 7 greenhouse gases compared to the first NDC, which only covered 3. The most important thing is the country also expanded the adaptation component with particular focus on protecting biodiversity and mainstreaming climate resilience into urban planning.
We're moving to SDG 13. So this goal calls for the necessary actions to minimize climate change and address its related impacts. Furthermore, it calls for action to be taken at different organizational levels with a view of providing a broader response to the problem. First, the first target of SDG 13 entails strengthening the resilience adaptive capacity to climate-related disasters of hazard in all countries. Based on the Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change report, 98% of the cause of global warming is the emission of carbon dioxide due to burning fossil fuel, 18 as well as greenhouse gases. So at the national level, Malaysia has a significant challenge to attain the SDG targets for climate action, and Malaysia may not attain the SDG target by 2030. So in terms of positive way, Malaysia largely kept the number of individuals affected by death, displaced or missing by the natural disaster by low number and good incorporation of global citizenship and sustainable development in education system. So Malaysia intends to reduce its greenhouse gas emission intensity of GDP by 45% by 2030 and relative emission intensity of GDP in 2005. So the National Green Technology and Climate Change Council that was established in 2009 was renamed to Malaysia Climate Change Action Council and now comes under the purview of Ministry of Environment and Water. So this council chaired by Malaysia Prime Minister by several ministers from the cabinet, which is the highest policy of making the body in the country for climate change matters. So That's all from me. Thank you.
Up next, the nuclear technology benefication in achieving sustainable development goal in Malaysia. It is reported that nuclear technology has an impact in the climate change, reducing the green gas emissions to the atmosphere. Thus, this will give beneficial effect by reducing the said gas concentration in the ozone layer. So far, researcher has an opinion that the nuclear technology can be alternative to the combustible source, such as coal, petroleum, and natural gas. This effort on growing nuclear technology is parallel to the Sustainable Development Goal introduced by the United Nations SDG 9, Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure. It is also reported that the nuclear technology is going to be implemented in the automotive industry. This will benefit the ecosystem and Malaysia's investment.
Proton telah meminta Nuklear Malaysia sebagai satu tempat dipanggil Center of Excellence untuk penyidikan pembangunan dalam automotive industry, ya, industri automotif. Tiga komponen penyidikan yang kita akan bekalkan, ya.
There are a couple of challenges faced by our industry to implement the nuclear technology in our goal to achieve sustainable development. One of them being that Malaysia is not rich in nuclear sources such as plutonium, uranium and radium. This will cause lack of such materials to be used in the industry. Other than that, the safety is also a big concern because nuclear substances are known to cause several damage to humans if not handled properly. In conclusion, nuclear technology can support sustainable development goals in Malaysia.